Morning and welcome to Inside Naija. On top the station where your matter now we own Christ said radio and TV. My name na Princess. And you know as we take to first of all, we'll take you enter for inside the front pages of newspapers, and then our sabi person go pieces the big to reach them for the news. But today program go take a different dimension. We get like 3 different segments inside the show. But you're going to need to stay with us to enjoy everything. But right now, time don't reach for the front pages of newspapers, and we could jump straight into it. The Vanguard, nine status of this morning, and accommodation wahala, nine they worry universities, students, parents, that they cry on top the matter. You go need to enter inside the paper, make you foresee all the small gist them we follow that begins. And for on top to repair our refineries wey no work, House of Representatives don't order say make dem touchlight the $18 billion where they don't spend so far. And for the issue of giving pardon, Tinubu don't do forgiveness for Macaulay, Ogoni 9, Vatsa, Lawan, and others them. Police don't packet 12 people where them believe say get hand inside the death of that Arise news story person Somto Chukwu. Still for inside the front pages of the newspaper, on top the new INEC Chairman, Nigerians, political parties don't begin to set agenda. They talk what they expect from Amupitan. Still for the issue of tinted glass, they say come and see why police they pause the enforcement so far. And for inside sports, on the World Cup qualifiers, we must beat Lesotho, Benin. Na Ndidi de yan that one. All of this and more inside the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Moving to the next newspaper this morning, now the Blueprint newspaper. Inside the Blueprint newspaper this morning, Nigerians don't set agenda as Council of State. Don't talk say Ampitan nomination as INEC Chairman no they work. And now they don't tell and say make it touchlight all the other things them where we say that they go down there. Before Niger representative to UK, Christopher Kolade, don't die for the age of 93 years old. Strike. Lockouts, all of them know they allowed for 3 free trade zones. Now waiting Nebza, they tell Pengasan be that. Still, Tinubu don't do forgiveness for Macaulay, Vatsa, Farouk Lawan, Ogoni 9, and 163 others. Senate don't tie the presentation of the 2026 to 2029 MTEF 2024 budget report. And Fashola, Bonuola, media top people, they celebrate Hakim Bello at 60. Just enter, you go also see for Inside Sports for World Cup qualifier, Chelle say in they put mind on Osimhen, Lookman to kill the crocodiles. Enter for Inside the Blueprint, you go see all of this and plenty more. The next newspaper for we hand, now The Nation. Inside The Nation, Amputan nomination as INEC Chairman, then they collect plenty support. Council of State endorse the person waiting Tinubu pick and said they go forward the name for Senate to confirm. State pardon for Macaulay, Vatsa, Ogoni leaders, Lawan, others. You go see them there. Social entrepreneur Oralusi don't also say in they join the bid for Osun APC governorship ticket. APC NWC don't disqualify Kayode Ojo from Ekiti primaries. And finally, for inside the front page of The Nation, diplomat, top businessman, media savvy person, Kolade, don't die for the age of 92 years. Enter inside The Nation, you go see all of that and more. Moving to the next paper this morning, we get the Daily Sun. Inside the Daily Sun this morning, forest guards just gather themselves, enter bush to take go through where all those bandits and kidnappers come up from there. Amupitan don't get support of the Council of State as INEC chair. Sanu, Nasu, they do we no go agree for the delay on how they implement the 2009 negotiation. Presidency rejects Showore plan for Nnamdi Kanu protest. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, they cry. for the death of Kolade. All of this and more inside the Daily Sun newspaper. And the Daily Trust come be the next one this morning. And inside the Daily Trust, Amupitan and in records, how make it for lead INEC. Now parties, they talk that one. Israel, Hamas don't sign Gaza ceasefire deal. FCT Council don't withdraw TV radio levy. And they still also do a report there to tell you how the new income tax go affect you. Another big gist for inside the Daily Trust, Tinubu don't pardon Vatsa, Farouk Lawan, others them. Christopher Olukolade don't die for the age of 92 years old. House of Reps go torchlight $18 billion spent so far on refineries. And APC don't disqualify 2 Ekiti governorship aspirants and dissolve the Enugu excos. Daily Trust, now you go see this and more. Nigerian Tribune, Oga Tinubu don dey explain, see why I pick Amiputan to become INEC chair. And also, Council of State approve a choice. Bill Gates, 958 others go get national honors. The new police trust fund, they don't already, they said they go come out and do another one very soon. And insecurity in Nigeria no get anything to do with religion. Now, within Senate, they talk koro be that. We go continue to put the need of country people first inside your budget. Makinde, now in talk that one. Ekiti governorship primary, APC don't disqualify Kayode Ojo. They don't pursue the Enugu State Working Committee and then go do public hearing for changes in their party constitution. The case of Osun local government money, they don't shift them. Court don't extend the order to freeze the bank account. Osun AG's lawyer, they oppose PDP, APC joinder applications. APC top oga Oralusi don't join Osun governorship race. Tinubu lead front to pay tribute as Christopher Kolade die for the age of 92 years old. Tinubu don't still pardon Herbert Macaulay, Vatsa, Lawan, and do amnesty for 82 prisoners. And for the sports story, World Cup qualifiers, Lesotho must fall. Now waiting Ekong and Bassi, the yarn bidards. Rounding up the front page of the newspapers this morning, now Punch Sports Extra. And inside the Punch Sports Extra, Eagles job rumor. No make sense. Now waiting Eguavon, the yarn bidards. And then Eagles don't also resume the waka to qualify for World Cup with the game where Nigeria go play against Lesotho. Galatasaray don't also say they're still interested in Lukman. Osimhen say na force me to sign for Napoli. Odegaard, they risk of a long injury time. Alex Iwobi, now be the special interview where they do for there. And they share in 2026 World Cup dream. Chelsea United, they also find how to get Semenyo to come join them. And for other to read them, Parker wants Itoma fight in December. Oshodi, they predict tough ITTF Africa Championships. All of this and plenty more inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper. And this, now where we go wrap up the curtain for the front pages of newspapers for today. But do yourself a good one by to try get, even if now one of this paper, make you for read the full yarns and stay informed. Join us again on Monday, same time, same station, for another edition of the front pages of newspapers inside Naija. But no go anywhere, because next, now the big stories them inside the news. Oga Presido Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't do pardon for some people and also national honors for plenty others. This and more coming next on the show. You still there on top Inside Naija for the station where your matter now we own. My name na Princess Anyana. And to take follow us, break down the big gist them for Inside the Matters this morning. I get Kolawole or Money. Kolawole, good morning. Thank God, saying a Friday.
So much.
All right, so inside the news, some huge matters them did here. First of all, we've been the wait yesterday, say then go do the National Council of States meeting, and then there was a talk of say then go talk who go be the next person, who go be INEC Chairman. And now the thing now don't come out, and Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan, now be the person we President nominate, and the Council of States accept him. What next?
Yeah, what's next is for him to start the assignment. Unfortunately, it will make sense. Say we get people we don't already they used to the system. Where we say, go still need to teach them one or two things to carry out this kind of assignment. With that, it's easier to know, okay, these are the loopholes, and how you want to manage that kind of situation. But in this context now, some people will talk, say, okay, in assignment na administrative, whenever he comes in, he go feel fit in. It no bad, say we get somebody will go be in charge immediately. So part of waiting he go need to do, in fact, if you are not an INEC chairman, at least you know a few number of Nigerians or an average Nigerians understand the challenges of electoral
Election.
process in this country. So he should be able to come and change the narrative. The narrative in the sense that we get many loopholes. It gets some of it will be say, na INEC alone go suffer. But we like waiting with they always call body language in Nigeria. When they discover, say, the leadership makes sense, they know they take any nonsense from anybody, they follow us too, then go sit down well. So we're expecting him to come on board, to come and at least improve on what we have right now. Because if you check his predecessor right now, he will be able to tell us, okay, he has done this, he has done that. But he still no make the system they kajad as expected by Nigerians. So part of waiting go really need to look into be say they don't already they propose again, say make we get new electoral act reviewed. You understand the ongoing review process, make them fast track them. And apart from that, we should be expecting them to say, okay, 2027 election by now, waiting will be the budget, waiting will be the procurement, waiting then go need to improve on and how they won't get it right. So if we can be able to manage that, and expectedly again, we are hoping that it will be approved by the National Assembly. If that happens, then we also expect him not to answer anybody's call. Let him represent the interests of Nigerians. So how if it achieve this, I don't know. It depends on his own personal discipline. Whether I go fit do am or not, we'll wait and see. But we are hoping that we get an INEC chairman that will not be able to compromise
That
the
is
way,
truly independent.
yes, that is truly independent. So how we can be able to achieve it with the impression where Nigeria be the talk, say me president no they appoint INEC chairman, we'll wait and see. But we are hoping that he'll be able to write his name in a good book of Nigerians, not the interests of the people we appoint him.
Okay, so earlier in the week, when we they discuss this matter, we they talk say, where you go like me carry person. So it took now from Kogi State to North Central. You think say that one matter? Like
Yeah,
are the people okay with it?
yeah, they should be okay with it. No matter wherever you are coming from. When you want to now make it matter for people to be reasoning, that can you imagine where they pick you is when you misrepresent Nigerians. But what you are to do, the assignment is not talking about location. It's talking about you want to come and deliver good electoral process to Nigerians. Wherever you are coming from is not the case. It's just because of the mentality of the way we manage things before. Now, the reason why some people go to us, okay, if you come from here or there, issues fit happen. But regardless of where you are coming from, trust Nigerians, they will not have problem with it if you deliver well. If you don't deliver well, they can now be reading meaning to
Where you are
where
from.
it's coming from. After all, the first, the second, and the third now from my Ataro Jega from Kebbi State, and the person that just left, and the current one, they are still from the north. But you know, these North Central people hardly even believe say they be part of the North. So regardless of where you are coming from, when Nigerians discover that okay, the electoral process is improving, and there's no all this impression that okay, this person don't he had no too clean, they will take their face off where you are coming from. They will just believe that you come and do the right thing, and that is what we're expecting from the new INEC chairman.
Okay, now they don't they congratulate and they don't they set again agenda and everything. But just mention, and even the report mentioned that it still needs to go through screening and approval from the National Assembly. And they said on Tuesday that will go happen. Have the National Assembly ever rejected a nomination, or is there the risk of him being rejected?
Had, except if you check the antecedent of the current 10th National Assembly, they may not have problem with whatever Oga Presido
So all the
is bringing
congratulations
before
is
them.
not premature.
It's not to us, because like you've been talking now, say whether they don't already reject any person before. We never witnessed that kind of situation before. And we are not hoping that they will say, okay, this one results too. Now fake results, now in get. So with that, I think we are good to go. They will eventually pass it because they don't already approve them yesterday, and Oga Presido will push it. If they want to even oppose it, the majority will still have their way. And we want to check the majority. For a National Assembly that is singing on your mandate, we shall stand. So you should expect that
The mandate has
there's
already
no, there wouldn't be any breaking news. Because when there's breaking news, it means say they reject them. I doubt if it go happen in that regard.
All right. So, Oga Professor Joash Ojo, I'm Mopita. Now they don't put now say to take over the INEC chair position. But like we talk, we still dey wait for approval and push to go work from the end of the National Assembly. Caller talk something, and even then the reports to say some they say at this time where you they come now, when Nigerians no get trust, no get belief in our electoral system. So you go need to come and bring back that trust. And now workings, now go show whether we can begin the look, say, see where it come from, or to see blame them. So we hope there will be workings and they will not come here again, come they talk about election matters. Now, still that yesterday, another big thing we Presido do, he gave pardon, presidential pardon. I remember, was it yesterday, President, when they talk about sometimes some of prisoners, people go to prison and then they go there, their wait trial, and then maybe there will be prison break, or somebody will just come and do pardon for some them. So now, Oga Presido now don't do pardon for people like Macaulay, General, former late General Mama Vatsa, Lawan of the Otedola Gate situation, Ogoni 9, and then plenty other inmates too. They say some of them because of age, some of them because of ill health, and plenty others. What do you get to talk first of all about all the pardon we Oga Presido just give yesterday?
Yeah, Oga Presido has the right to do or not do when it has to do with a presidential pardon. He gets the constitutional backing on waiting don't do yesterday. Nobody could fit talk say why you do he did against the constitution. It is discretional, so he can choose who he will give this kind of pardon.
Yeah.
And don't forget, President Muhammadu Buhari been do that one too shortly before he left office. Some of the former governors would had already pushed in their jail. In fact, some of them even attempted to even contest for election that time. And because he don't already did close to the INEC timetable, now the reason why they know been do am. So he no bad say he do waiting been do. He get many of them we don't already die. They say they still pardon them, say because they don't want me that kind of name.
Follow them. Yeah, like Macaulay, Mama Vatsa.
Like I've never seen with that pardon or no pardon. I doubt if many Nigerians see them as ex-convicts. You understand? Pardon or no pardon, anytime you hear about Macaulay, you have this mindset of, okay, now the good guys will work for Nigerians with that. So it's not by giving them pardon or no pardon. It gets some now, we get this pardon that people are still questioning into today what was the motive of the pardon. That now brings us to one of them this time around. I mean Lawan, that got the presidential pardon yesterday. Luckily, he has been able to serve his jail time.
Yes.
You understand? Then give am 7 years, may he go panty, and he don't already serve am. He don't already come out from prison before this one came on board. So what it means is that by implication, if you are ex-convict in Nigeria, you know fit contest for election, you can vote, but you cannot be voted for. So by implication now, the move wey Oga Presido bin make yesterday will enable Farouk Lawan to contest for election. On record now, he never go to jail.
He never committed any
He never
crime.
committed any.
So the $30 fuel subsidy situation is gone.
It's gone. That is what it means as we speak right
Clean
now.
slate.
On record, he go jail, but they don't already give him pardon. And the pardon, the motive of this kind of pardon now, na political move. You understand? And many Nigerians will even have this impression of, okay, maybe now because of a number of these people where you want favor, now you just remember those guys. You say, okay, let us attach it so that the attention will not be like, okay, why am I giving Farouk Lawan this kind of pardon? But here, I don't already talk and say, Oga Presido get right to do what he been do. He can use his discretion to do am. But wetin this one mean when we're talking about the situation of moral decadence in the country as we speak right now?
Complaint of is still even in the news today.
Now, he get a number of them we never even finish their jail time. Buhari been give them pardon. Most of them politicians. This time around, the person we don't already come out, we people to supposed to use them to learn lessons. Say, oh, if I really mean well, say I want to be a politician tomorrow, I no go do anyhow. If I do anyhow, the moment they jail me, I will not be able to become a president again. But what kind of precedents we are setting right now, if tomorrow Farouk Lawan contest for president and eventually win, they no talk say no commit the offense. You understand? Until today again, the people wey wan even bribe am, they are moving around, they are still mingling with president.
Nothing happened to them.
With people in the international community, they don't get any problem. But that is not the situation as we speak right now. So when you check wetin Oga Presido been do, specifically on Farouk Lawan, e no mean say we mean business with fighting of corruption in the country. So I now wonder when Oga Presido talk say corruption is gone in the country. The reason why the likes of Showore don't enter court now,
Yes.
when he attempted to counter the move, because somebody don't already go serve. The only thing you are doing to him now is for him to be able to come and say, okay, I want to contest again, Mr. Integrity, that enter court. Till today, they've not been able to reopen that book to say, okay, the investigation where they talk made this committee in the House of Representatives that time investigate. Till today, they don't see the end of that investigation. Those guys are still the one, the cabals they are referring to that they want to fight in oil sector. Till today, we are still struggling to get refinery back because of the activities of some of these guys. Now the person they used as a scapegoat, you are now granting a presidential pardon. You know me say we really mean business, say we want fight corruption because we are encouraging more people to get into it.
Okay, now, but from wetin dem talk, dem pardon about 82 other prisoners. According by the committee wey dey inaugurate to torchlight am, they said they got about 294 applications for pardon, and say dem review and interview 175 inmates in correctional centers dem. Like I talk, some of them sickness, say some of them behave well, good behavior. You get some of them even try to correct their self. So yes, he get the prerogative to give pardon. But this issue of giving pardon, there was one person who didn't say a businessman will do fraud. He was sentenced to 17 years. He don't do 12 years, but if he say he show remorse, so then give him the rest. This pardon thing, does it even really make sense?
It's a global practice anyway. We get it. If you remember, even the immediate past U.S. president,
yes,
being pardoned his son.
Hey, but
because he discovered say he want to go to jail. At the point when they were doing the investigation, he talks say whatever happens, he will take it. If the jail is on,
he will
he will accept it. But family pressure here and there, and some of this pardon you are seeing It is when they want to do it, they will now factor some of those people that you are, oh, 100,000. They have specific targets.
Where they
The
won't
people
do this
that they are
thing for.
lobbying for, the public figures among them. So when they want to do it, they will not want they will not want it to sound as if, okay, it's only because of these people we want to make this move. They will now look for other applicants and add it up.
But Kolawole,
But
this pardon,
reputationally,
yes, this pardon, is this supposed to cover like every crime? You're not supposed to be, maybe they say some people do, let's say awaiting trial for say you thief yam, or maybe for say you do disturbance. As we know, get all of this, maybe community, but maybe somebody kill, somebody do fraud, you get somebody put hand for corruption. Is it okay to give pardon to such people, even if they show remorse?
To you, they feel like many Nigerians will not agree with it. Many people will not agree with it. But it has condition. When the judge is giving that verdict, some of them they will say they can never enjoy presidential pardon.
Okay.
You understand?
No room for
So
parole.
maybe a case of Farouk Lawan now, when they made that judge, if they have put that condition there, Oga President no go get right to say, okay, I want to go ahead. So it now depends on waiting our constitution when they talk about. Okay, if you kill somebody, let us add it in the constitution, say this person will never enjoy presidential pardon. If you don't put that condition there, politicians will still take advantage of that loopholes and give pardon to whoever. Oh, if you indulge in any corrupt acts and then catch you, if they jail you, you can never enjoy presidential pardon. If it is boldly written in the constitution, then we'll not be having this conversation.
995 Nigerians and foreigners also got national honors that yesterday. Some they don't already give them, like all those are falcons, then where they add, they don't get, even Bill Gates gets. Giving national honors to foreigners, is not something strange?
No, it's not strange. We get honors too in other countries. When you are doing the right thing, some of Nigerians to get honors in other countries, you understand? For instance, you just mentioned Bill Gates now. If Bill Gates come out in intervention in Nigeria as we speak today, except go suffer. Vaccine intervention go hear am. He's doing a lot in that regard. So if you see some of those people where at least they contribute to our health system, they contribute to our well-being that government have even failing to do, then it's not bad if we appreciate them.
All right, so Kolawole, as we are closing mouth for on top this segment of the show, what do you have to say?
So I would just want us to, this presidential pardon, sincerely speaking, you get some of it where in the eyes of the society, really makes sense. So, like I've been talk, maybe in the course of our constitution, we should have specification to which person we go they grant pardon or which will not go grant. Which kind of offense that will warrant you not to even enjoy that kind of a privilege. Because we are in a country where even with video catching you live that you they pack money or whatever, it don't stop you from contesting election. So if Farouk Lawa get in guys everywhere nationwide now, it will still come and rule us. So what that one tells us about the reputation. So they need to look into this. You know bad say you pardon some people. You know bad say somebody don't commit offense and they see that remorsefulness in him and you feel like, okay, you need to pardon this person. But when it has a link with politics, people will not see the genuinity the motive of say, okay, you want to make this move, people will not really appreciate it because this one is purely political move for him to be able to contest for election.
All right, now don't they ready to go? And a little updates. The Arise news person with it. Yesterday, Newsbuster said they don't catch 12 people as suspects in the situation. Just 30 seconds.
Yeah, we appreciate the move of our police guys and for arresting those guys. And we are hoping that they will do speed trial to make sure, say, at least we are hoping again that they caught the right people. They said it was another operation
that they went to do.
That they caught them and they linked them with that particular operation. So kudos to our policemen, and we are now hoping that they will be able to speedily prosecute them and let us see the outcome of this because if they are on this trial for 10 years again now,
Yeah.
it no makes sense, and it will add up to the number of people will be feeding in the prison. So
Mm.
they should speed the trial up and let us get continuous update about it to really know that at least whoever is a victim of a criminal act or robbery in the country, they will enjoy justice.
Bam. And thank you so much, Kolawole, for showing up today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so and that now Kolawole Omoni, my guy will be say they come most times here to come pieces most of the big tourists them for us. You're going to join us again on Monday for another beautiful edition of this show. I will continue to say, may the soul of Somto Chukwu continue to rest in peace. And for those ones then we then give presidential pardon too. It is well, oh, and as for Amu Peter, we day here Tandagidigam, they wait to see in doings. But I will tell you, say, make you no go anywhere because another segment of the show they come up. And this time, we they talk about the International Day of the Girl Child, where they happen tomorrow. All of our social media handles now at Christ Radio TV, at Christ Radio TV for TikTok, for Instagram, for X, for YouTube, and for Facebook. And our website na www.christsaidradioandtv.com. Stay with us. We will come back now.
Hello, my country people of Naija. E don take small wey I see you. Maybe na one of the reasons why rumors bin dey spread say Kebobo don leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news because I never get tired and I no dey retire. I just change gear small dey make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don dey lis ten to me and that voice dey sweet you, the analysis dey totori you. Now you go dey watch me live on top Christ Radio and television, where we go dey break down news analysis wella for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story wey dey happen. Inside program wey we call Inside Naija, you go enjoy am wella because we go break am for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.christradioandtv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Kolawole Omoni. On top Christ Radio and Television, your matter now we own.
Welcome back to Inside Naija. Still, Princess Anyana be my name. And on top of the segment right now, we want to talk about the International Day of the Girl Child. Now you're going to wonder why again. And I say, because plenty people now don't para the same para. Say, every time the girl child, una no dey tire. And that's now why we carry on come today. Because according by the United Nations, every year on October 11, the whole world they tandagidigam to mark the International Day of the Girl Child. And this na day we United Nations first declare inside 2011 and officially then begin to celebrate them for 2012. Now, the reason why them put October 11 to celebrate International Day of the Girl Child, not to shine the light on top the rights of the girl child, on top matter of her education, to give her a voice, to check light her body matter level, and make sure say even the girl child fit achieve their dreams. Now the day where we say world, they remind themselves say girls deserve equal chance to learn, to grow and also to lead. This day, plenty people wey get sense, they stand up, they push, then they ginger, they say, see this girl child, know wetin the girl child they go through, how you feel involved to make things better for the girl child, because the girl child now also human being. You go think matter of early marriage, lack of education, gender violence, inequality. Girls, they face plenty palava, no be small. But right now, men, women, the world, they rise up to create change and also to talk about this matter. And not be me go to talk I get one wonderful woman inside the studio. Woman we sabi, woman we get swag, woman we get doings, woman we a jack of all trades and master of everything. And together we will begin now to they move this discussion, they move this matter to permanent site. Who are they talk about? Now none other than Paula Poole. Paula Poole will be lawyer, personal branding consultant, ogbonge speaker, marketing expert, and a writer. She gets a book out now which she called That Internet Thing You Were Doing. And she also the host podcast show, which they call She's the Brand. She gets inspirational platform where then they use now to take the ginger and push women to build businesses where go reach world standard through trainings, workshops, better event. She not just dey here to dey talk empower. She dey live she dey do by example, and then she dey make sure say everything go well. Paula, you dey welcome to the studio this morning.
Thank you very much, friend.
Thank you so much for honoring this invitation. All right, now jumping straight into the matter. This International Day of the Girl Child, what does it mean to you?
You see, you get plenty things where the world suppose they look at. And the people that run the world, they understand that not be everything we go look at once. So this International Day of the Girl Child, now the day where we decide collectively as the people in the world to look at the matter we concern girl child specifically. So I hear you they talk, say people they para, say na every time.
Yes, so the focus is too much on them.
The focus cannot be too much because the problems are still there. Now, problem where you get, you don't go keep quiet about them. If you get problem, you don't go say, because I don't already talk about them once, I don't go talk about them again. If you no talk, they no go know. So that's why it is occurring. That's why it is all the time, because the problem is still there. The matter is still there. So if last year we focus on health for the girl child, this year we go look at and say, okay, which progress we don't make concerning what we don't they talk about since. So that you know go be talk and no action. We will come back every year and check the thing we've been talk about before. Waiting we don't do about them. Waiting be the next thing to do.
Okay, so if I go by waiting you just talk so. Celebrating International Day of the Girl Child is still relevant today, even though it's been over 10 years where they don't they celebrate them. They put different themes and topics every year. You not feel say it don't do. We don't talk
no,
like
we just
make
start.
we leave say leave
We
it is
just
not
start.
rest.
See, have problems we don't last centuries, not just 1 year, not just 10 years, more than 2, 3, 4 centuries. So these problems, nobody say if we solve them once, it don't go. People they forget. And some things are systemic, meaning some things don't take. The problems don't take. So nobody 10 years we go use fix them. There's the matter of mindset. You go hear some place saying now how our forefathers been they do them. Now we still they do them. So you cannot change that in a few years. So the talk now we still they start because the problems don't take.
Yeah.
So it will take some time. It will take a long time for us to fully fix the problem. So now why the 10 years we still they start?
All right. So as a woman and somebody will be saying they do things that will involve women. So far, what you don't realize then then be the biggest challenges, the biggest problems where women and by extension the girl child they face today.
I will say it's not one problem.
Okay.
Right? It's a collection of problems. First of all, when we look at the girl child as a society, especially in the African society, we know they see people who go contribute to the society. They see people who go contribute to the home. But we know they look girls as people who go fit build nations. So now where the problem they start with that, I believe that's the beginning of the problem. You they see we're useful, yes, but where? So the limits starts from when they born am, right? I go marry you, this one go make good wife. When then they train you, for how to run home, no be how to run country. So the problem they start from the beginning. So you yourself as girl, when you grow up, you don't know, say, this thing where you sabi, you fit help nations with Nah, I fit help my children. I fit help. So the scope is limited.
So it's just your first of all your parents,
Yes.
then your husband, then your
Exactly.
children.
Exactly.
You know they think I can be a state governor, I can be the
It's
president
not
of this
the
country.
dream.
For my workplace, I feel even
Exactly.
own the working place, get promotion. You own na just you get
Now,
place.
just you get place. Exactly. So that is where the problem starts from. And so when this person grows up, because the women where we get today na former girl child. So when you become the woman, you grow up, you get ability, you get capacity, but you don't know say you fit use that capacity. You don't know say you fit go far. So that's usually where the problem starts. And then because you have already been given a place, resources will now not be allocated to you. Because we want to use them for people, we want to give these resources to people who go help the world, no be people like you. And because you said you know say people like you fit change the world, you no go fight for them, you no go ask, you no go apply, you no go push yourself. Because why I go look for master, look for PhD when na house I go stay. So it just ripples. There's a ripple effect. So the no confidence to look for more. No confidence when there's if it's between you and your brother, then go say make brother go school. Me in a house I go stay. Now another man house I go still go stay. So that's the root of the problem. So even people, because poverty is part of the problem, if there's small resources, it no go be, oh, who don't pass the exam? Oh, who gets, bigger dreams? It go be na girl or na boy. So that's also part of the problem. So because from the beginning, they know they look girl like somebody will go fit change nation. They know they allocate resources to the person will go fit train them. And therefore, when the policies are being made, when the leaders are being chosen, there's no girl child there. Because the girl child they become woman now. There's no woman that has been trained because the investment was not made.
Yes, but now this situation now, who are we? Who we go hold responsible for them? Because even till now, in still some places now, they still get and say, women know your place. You understand? Despite the fact say on the issue of education, but I know say some don't even they change, don't they give the girl child opportunity to go school. But despite say that they probably give them opportunity to go school, there's still that underlying talk of say you they go school, it still get heights where you know feel reach. The other day somebody talk say even if you dey in a situation of leadership, still be a woman there. No go there, go they challenge men. You get even when you reach there, be a woman. The person explain them, and in my mind, I kept feeling say, but is that still not restrictive to the woman? Why a woman no go feel go place, go they drag with a man? They go say, she no even they do like woman. You enter a vehicle, and then the man they do grab grab, and then you grab grab back for her. They go say, now woman be this. You know even they do like woman. Why that? Why? How we fit change all this narrative? How we want to make people see, say, a man and a woman, yes, gender wise, they're not the same, but they are both be human beings. They are both the same blood, now they flow for the hand. How do we change that narrative?
So starting with days like this, right, where this is the conversation, now waiting we they talk about for the entire, period with that. But they just stop there. So you first of all asked, your question first of all was who we go blame.
Yes.
The blame no day for just one person. Problem where they affect society, where they affect the world, no be one person go carry the blame. So you see, we start with the parents, Abi. If you born girl, you don't already they tell them to find her place. So parents, for a start, if you get girl child, tell her say she fits rule. Tell her say she fits change things, right? So it starts from the parent because now the first voice where the girl child will hear be that. It's not about money at this point. It's about who you are, the God will create you. The fact say if you did this world, you get something where you're supposed to do for the world, something where you're supposed to contribute, where you're supposed to change, people where you're supposed to help. So at that point, at that level, she don't see herself as I get something where I fit give. So you transcend the parents, and now sometimes you find the parents cannot afford school. Now where government and organizations fit enter with that. These are the structures. Now, where you need policy, you need structures. So that the girl go know say she be person where people they look. And in fact, she gets right because there's educational aspect of this thing. Every child has a right to education.
True.
But we now have a situation where girls go sit down for house, they do domestic work instead of going to school. Time they pass. Before you know it, she don't reach where the next thing are marriage and she never gets foundation. So at this point, this is where government and organizations step in. You say, provide free schools for those that cannot afford it. Because if man go choose between feeding his family and sending his child to school, the choice is, it's not plenty people that will say, oh, let's starve and send this girl to school. So this way organizations can take responsibility. And I say organizations because government knows to do everything, right? So individual organizations can step in as well. For example, my organization, one of the things that we do, we know we never yet reach where we go set up school, but we they go school, go train these girls on this thing where they talk about. My organization they go, we go apply to the school, and the people where they fund the training now also individuals. So we they find partners we go say, I no go fit go this school train, I no go fit set up school, but I fit support the program so that you go create these materials, go train the girls, go show them say this school way then they do, no be just business as usual. Waiting them go use and do. The things we then get, they fit start businesses. You no go wait until somebody say you fit go. You no go wait for permission. You go start they find opportunities for yourself. And then let's say you go to the school, you finish the school, you graduate, you they find job. This is the next level now. The people in corporate, they also have responsibility. If you get business, you be employee, you have a responsibility as well because not a lot of women, out of let's say 100% of girls where they start, maybe only 20% they eventually get to finish. If those 20% come, open door for them, allow them in. Sometimes the people way, because the argument they come be say merit.
Okay.
Then go come talk say, so I should give you because you are a woman. I should allow you because you're a woman when there are other qualified people. It's not just that. It is this merit. Now, maybe my certification not strong like the other person, but if you give me the opportunity, right? Now, this is where the women themselves responsibility they. If they open door for you, you do your best. Nobody say, oh, I
Show
be woman.
workings.
You show working.
No, they use say I be woman to do your thing.
Exactly.
Show workings. Show say you there at par.
Exactly.
You actually deserve the work.
Exactly. So if they give you opportunity, because let's say the owner of the company decide, okay, 50% of hiring, I will hire women. By the time you come, today you get excused. Tomorrow, there's always something. Now, this is where our own responsibility is to do your best. If you show up and do the work.
So
If they give you
women too
opportunity,
need to show up,
yes,
to show say they actually deserve them. No, they
exactly.
use their humanity to take the
Exactly.
expect things.
Exactly. So everybody gets responsibility. Spouses, at some point, husband go enter the situation. You as husband, if woman dey your hand, now your job to make sure she be all she can be. Now your job, if they put woman for your hand, and at the end of the day, we look at this woman, we look at where she fit don't reach, and she never reach. Now you. So this is where a husband's responsibility comes in. And the men in her life. So from her father to her husband. Now son go come enter. Because by the time you start to born children, you go look your children think, I want them to be all they can be.
True.
But the first person where they put for your hand, where she don't reach, you go born girl. It go now, the cycle will now begin again. So maybe you want better for your daughter, but you also have somebody's daughter in your house. So that responsibility also comes in. Waiting you do with your wife, go teach your son how he go raise the next generation. So everybody has responsibility.
Yeah. Okay, now you talk a lot of things, about giving everybody the opportunity, even at home too. Try to. Some people now one day they go say, "Hey, feminism." I won't go to that part. How do you convince somebody say this thing not be about feminism, now about is it equity, be equality, like now about give everybody this tool to work. Some others will still come and say, but truly, men and women no be the same. You get why women now they try to equate themselves with men. What do you get to say about? They say a girl child is different, a boy child is different. But now we are now saying at least train them both the same. As you they domesticate the girl child, domesticate the boy child. As you they teach the boy child responsibility. Okay, sabi to cut grass, sabi to on generator, sabi to put oil for car. Teach the girl child the same thing. And people are saying, no, say we they change the order of God-given creation. Well, what do you get to talk to that?
So you see, the thing is, the way we are running the society now has created an imbalance, which means that there are basic things that everybody supposed to do, where we don't differentiate, we don't draw line. So if this person know they, this person no fit do 'em. If this person know they, this person no fit do 'em. There's that problem. There's also the issue of balance, right? There are roles. People have different roles, quite all right, in the home. But that role is not one size fits all. In some situations, you go find, say, maybe the woman get job, the man get business,
Yes.
right? But if you say, now only woman go they do school runs, and she they work for somebody else and you they work for yourself, balance. So what we're looking for is not equality. We're not saying man and woman equal. We're looking for equity. Make I enter law small.
Please do.
The difference is equality is saying all of us are the same. Let's start the same and end the same. Equity is saying give everybody what they need based on where they are at the moment. So if all of us, the whole goal is that society go they work, economy go they grow, families go they flourish, that's the goal. We all have the same goal. The problem be say we don't they look at as man versus woman or woman versus man. No be so. As a family, if the man and woman are fighting, we no go progress. As a nation, if the men and women are fighting, we no go progress. So we're looking for the society to look at it as we get the same goal, right? We want to flourish. How we go do them? How you go shift for me, I go shift for you, right? Nobody say you go pack all of the responsibility on one person, the other person they chill. There will be resentment, and there won't be progress. So to answer your question, you see, feminism is a result of the systematic and systemic issues that we have been having. Women are getting angrier,
Yes.
and tired. Only you home, only you outside, only you, so many rules, nobody is looking at your welfare or your being, or they want to tell you where to stay. Stay there. We want a voice. The downside of that is that some people have hijacked the movement to make it we want men to come down. No, we want all of us to be going up. Right? So it's not men versus women. It is how are we going to make the society good for all of us?
Where I no go disadvantage, you self no disadvantage.
Exactly. So of course, for the men, if I see somebody they follow me with cutlass, I go fight.
But they don't expect you to fight because you are a woman.
So you see, that's the issue. The problem is that you think a woman is beneath you.
Yes.
And we bring religion, we bring tradition, we bring all of those things. But as a Christian, the Bible says, I should honor my husband. Not be every man be my husband. If I go to the workplace and we're talking about getting things done, that matter no day there. If my qualification allows me to lead you, let's do this thing and get it done. We have the same goal. I no go carry the boss matter for outside, come bring them for my house.
True.
You no go carry the fact that maybe you they work for me. You no go home. You no go carry and go home. So we need to understand and compartmentalize. Let's do what we need to do where we need to do it. So if I go to the workspace and I go to the business space and you expect me to take on the role of your wife in the office place, then we go get problem, right? Because I have chosen one person to observe this role. Only one person fits carry this role. So the problem be say some of the men they go outside, they expect every woman go be like their wife. No be so. That's part of the problem as well. So we need to understand that as a society, gender, there's a place for gender. There's a place for who can get the job done.
There's a place for gender and there's a place for who can get the job done. It's still on top Inside Naija, and our focus na International Day of the Girl Child 2025 will happen tomorrow with the theme, the girl I am, the change I lead, girls on the front line of crisis. Coming to that one, what's in this theme actually mean? Because we don't dey talk am here since yesterday, and I'm just wondering, wetin be the girl I am, the change I lead? What does it mean?
So I love the theme for this year because it's very personal.
Oh, okay.
It's very personal. When you are looking for, the girl needs to understand that she's a player in the game. The girl child needs to understand that she's an entity in herself that can evoke change. So it's a matter of, it speaks to agency. Agency is taking responsibility for what you do with what you've been given. So we want to remove this victim mindset, this poor me, make una help me. Yes, we need to help the girl child, but she needs to understand her own role in it. If everybody is giving 5,000 naira, maybe everybody could do the same thing with that 5,000 naira. So what you do with what you have a responsibility. There's that. The change I can make, I mean the change I make. Wherever you go, you can make change. No be everybody go get microphone. No be everybody go build big company. Your leadership might start small, but if you do what you do with small is what will take you far. How you use your voice. Now waiting you get, nobody feel collect am from you. How you use your voice, how you use your agency, what you do where you are put, integrity, nobody fit give you that one. What you do with the books you have access to, with the education we have access to. Yes, on the national and worldwide level, we're talking about give these girls opportunities. But for the girls themselves, when they give you the opportunity, waiting you will do with them. You know, so there's that aspect. There's crisis in a lot of places. We get where IDP comes. We have situations where the girls are misplaced, displaced. We have situations where the girls are not given the opportunity to have privileges that others have. Crisis day, right? When in those places, we have to treat their matters differently.
Why?
The solution where I go give a girl where her two parents dey civil service, then get house, then get car, then get, in the city, is not the way I would treat the situation of a girl who bandits have raided her home. She's living in the IDP camp. Maybe her parents are not even there. Her problems go dey different. Her problems go dey different from this other girl. So we will not look at the thing blanket like that. I will look at, okay, this person here, if I give her maybe no internet service, in fact, so the kind of help I will avail her no be the same. The opportunities where we dey look for them no be the same. If I come here, I talk about internet, I talk about building, coding, all of those things. This person already has access to it. If I go there, I have to start from
The basics.
the basics. So we have to look at the fact that some people are truly in crisis zones and then tailor the solutions to that.
Okay, so these crisis zones now what they talk, like in IDP camps, in situations of even issues them, it dey affect everybody. So why is the focus more on the girl child?
Again, like we talked about, you see today, tomorrow, that day.
Yes.
Now where we go talk about them intensively because the problems of the girl child are unique. She's a child, but some people are seeing a woman. She's a child, she's 9, 10, 11, but we have men who think it is okay to wife her. That's a crisis in itself. So from the fact that people don't think you are enough to invest in, to the fact that people think you are ready to go to a man's house, so expectations of being a woman are placed on a child, that's a crisis in itself. So this brings us to healthcare issues as well. We've had things before where healthcare was addressed, but it's not a one-day thing, like I said. The problem, day. So we have a girl now who has not been educated and now has been put in a man's hand, or she has not even been put officially in a man's hand, but because she's unprotected, because she's exposed, this man thinks he can just pluck her and do what he can do with her. This is a crisis in itself. So that's a special issue. The boys also face issues. I get two boys. I understand the issues where boys face. There's International Day of the Boys Child.
Yes,
Of the boy
May.
child. Exactly.
Yes.
I
Can't
pay
wait for
attention
that
to
day.
that too, because nobody say they no get problem. But if we don't look specifically at the problem where the girl child they get, we go think say a blanket solution we suppose give. And no be so.
Okay, so now you mentioned the health matters. I remember very well saying that they talk of girls, not them they easily, like you said, boys too. These days we don't they hear the things don't they come and say boys too are also victims of sexual violence. But because them be boy, they're not the talk am. But we'll leave this one for International
For
Day of the Boy
international
Child because plenty things need to be said there.
yeah.
But girls are victims of violence, both in the house. These days now, we don't even hear of parents now molesting their own children. Would they hear of family members, neighbors? Would they hear of bosses? You get harassing, their victims. Would they talk about, like you said, health? Young girls now, menstruation. Sanitary pad is very expensive now. Even for me, where they work, I know as it take the be. Not to talk of people in IDP camps or people where they less privileged or will be this poor of the poor. Would they talk of marrying a child off and having to do what mama and papa they do, like having to now become active, because as if the man marry the child, care whether she's 9 or she's 12 or she's 14, she have to do her wifely duties, where involve if for night, born for me, all those kind of things. And most times it's strange to these children. And these are things that they talk about for a very long time. Any progress in reducing these situations or none at all still?
There has been progress. Let's give honor to where honor is due. There has been progress. It's just that there is room for more. So for now, there's more awareness on the fact that girl no be woman.
Okay.
There's more awareness on that. Some countries have made policies banning it. Now, recently, I cannot remember the country, but I saw a country that banned girl child marriage, and the men protested.
Wow.
So you see, there's progress, but there's still room for more. Now, let's start with a girl's problems when she's health wise. Menstruation has come in, and there's probably poverty involved. Now she cannot have access to the modern day sanitary towels that
Yes.
we all have.
I hear some people use ashes.
It
Some people use
is
plantain
it gets
leaf.
ugly. It gets ugly. So this is where organizations can come in. I've seen organizations that are training now. You might not be able to get the packet ones we buy in the store,
Yes.
but they are reusable ones.
Yes, I've heard
And I
that.
think that is progress. That is how we can come together and solve this problem that we have. Right? Reusable ones. If you use it, you can wash it, you can, and then they
Dry it in
teach
the
the
hot
hygiene.
sun.
Is very important. Sometimes what these girls need is education, exposure. Let them know what you know. Right? They just don't know, and they don't know what they don't know. So the progress is there are more and more organizations that are targeting the hygiene and the health and all of that. So there's that. There's also the mental health part of it. Some of these girls have gone through trauma and they
Yes.
don't even understand what trauma is. So again, there are organizations that are rising up now that are addressing that problem. Because the problems are diverse, we need more and more people to come on board. We need more and more people to direct that solution. So, for example, my organization, originally when we start, we've been they help women we don't already grow to start businesses, we go far, to leverage digital and to have digital skills to leverage the internet. But we can't sit down and realize, say, if we no teach the girls, they no go know and they no go start early. And these women where we they help, if them been start early, even we been start early, we been understand early, we for don't go far. So we started Girls Can Build initiative. Simply that to tell the girls you fit build too. You can build something big. Now when you expose a girl like that, she's not growing up thinking she's helpless. So by the time they come from the business angle, you fit do these things. Somebody else they come from the health angle. You fit now how you fit take care of somebody else is handling mental health. Somebody else is handling education. Somebody else is handling, the
So they need to be all
exactly
hands supposed
all
come
hands on
together. Now
deck.
join body something.
Exactly.
Now join body something.
It's all
Everybody
hands,
need to involve.
everybody.
Okay, you just talk issue of technology now. I dey hear tech bro, tech bro. I never hear tech sis, tech sis. Like, where technology come in for the girl child?
You see, this tech bro matter, it come because of the reality. Now, bros, they the tech space, right?
Mm.
Now, where it start from with that is what we see that we name. No be say women no dey the tech space.
But it's like the
It's
men always
dominated.
just take
Yes,
the
it's a
first step.
male-dominated
So
field.
so when are women now going to start taking the first step? How do we get our girls them to get this confidence? Like most times, just still waiting with the talk. When it comes to like tech now, most times if you even say a lady or you say a lady engineer, you go first they shock. Now, like when you say a man as a nurse, you go there shocking because you believe now woman they do nurse. So when it reach to technology, now man they do technology. You know, if you stay as a woman, there is a wow, a woman they do this kind of thing. How do we get our girls to get this confidence? You just mentioned say when they use technology, how do you do this?
You start early. You start young.
So it's mainly in the
Start
hand of
them young.
parents,
Yes.
parents and
Parents
teachers.
and organizations that target these girls, right? You see, in the business community, I heard this story. And this coffee brand wanted to enter, I think it was Japan. And they realized the older generation, the adults, already have a mindset. They already have what they liked tea. And these people wanted to sell coffee. You know what they did? They made coffee flavored sweets and started selling to
For small,
children.
small children.
So by the time these children now, they're 7, 8, 9, in 10 years, when they are the adults, they already
Have an idea. So
have
they
an
go also
idea
they
of
give out to
coffee.
their
So
children.
coffee even reminds them of childhood. So you target the children because 10 years no far. In 10 years' time, when these young girls are the women, and from when they were children, they were exposed to these things, it will not start looking strange for them. It will not, technology will not be strange because they had access to it from the fact that you can go into this field is not strange because they were sold, right? So one thing where I would say is the day inside these industries, when I know how hard it been day to get in. You know how hard it is to stay. So go back, go to the grassroots and show these girls say it look hard, but it is possible. If it's if it no look like we did, but we did. So there's a responsibility to the women now who are in those spaces, the engineering, the mechanics, to go back and show these girls, say, it is possible. That sometimes that's all these girls need to know. That is not some block of wall. There's nothing stopping me. And then even though it gets hard, even though it gets difficult, because that person don't already do them, and I don't see person we don't already do them, I feel do them. Yes. An exposure in the sense that sometimes, again, like I said, you just need to see that it can be done. There are many things that are closed in a girl's mind because she has not seen anybody that looks like her do it. And that's the beginning. So even if you cannot take her to the person directly, we get phones. What do we do with our phones? Right? If you see this girl and you see that there's nobody around her that is doing something different, go online and look for somebody that is doing something different and show her. So that's mentorship. That's indirect mentorship. I have a lot of mentors that have never met me. They don't know my name. But because once I decided I was going to do something different with my life, I had to go and look for other people that were also doing something different with their lives. Whether I'll meet them or not in this life, I don't know. But I'm using their story to elevate my mindset. Right? If this person can speak on this stage, I can. If this person can write a book, I can. If this person can, go outside and talk, I can. If this person can use her voice, I can. So mentorship is not always finding one person that can get on a call with you. Usually those people are busy, but they write books and they speak on podcasts and they do television shows. So those are what you will expose these children to. I'm not gonna say much of that. I was coming there and you say when they find organization who will say they teach women, say they do technology and everything. And you're like, woman, and I hear you mention just here, and I say you already you have two boys. Yeah, Nigerians, they do so. Yes. Wow. So I they come now to the partner say, yes, yes. And as a girl, how did you get this opportunity? How did you get life in general is not designed to be easy. But like I mentioned earlier, the matter of agency, the thing will change for my life. And I had a parent who believed in me. When I was small, I liked reading. So it go be her last card, but she go buy the book. Don't be waiting then go buy, but she go buy the book. Everywhere I see book, I want to read. I remember as a child, my mom, we did not have, computers were not very, my mama go carry me go, she go carry me go a relation house because then get computer for there. And now as an adult, I see say na sacrifice because how many hours you get for the day where you go spend 1 hour, make your child go dey touch computer. But that thing rewired my brain because if we first stay for the immediate environment where we dey, maybe these ideas for no come. But she did that, and that's something that, that responsibility we talked about for the parents, it is your responsibility to expose your child to something different from their immediate environment, right? You might not be able to send them to the most expensive school. You might not be able to send them to, but to the best of your ability. If you don't get computer for house, but you get computer for your office, talk to the person who gets access to that computer. Get that child 1 hour or two a week. It will change, it will scramble something for the brain, right? But again, depending on the opportunities you have access to, look for opportunities for these children. So starting from there, eventually secondary school, university, I read law, I went to law school, I got married. But at some point I realized I wanted to be valuable, more valuable. And there was value that I started to understand as a child, that life and society and will make you forget. When life starts happening, you will start relaxing and slowing down. So at that point I took agency. I decided waiting I get for hand, I go do my best with them. So that changed the books I was reading, the places I was going, the kind of conversations I was having. We have access to the internet now. I was listening to podcasts. So now I have my own podcast, but I was listening to other people first before I started. I have a book I've written, but I was reading other people's books first before I started. I'm building an organization called Enterprise and Heals that helps women and trains women now. But I joined other people's organizations first. So it's a cycle. You give and you take. You take from others, you learn, you pour out. You learn, you pour out. And then before you know it, the people you're pouring into are pouring out too. And that's how we keep building. Yes.
Invite you specifically to come talk about you. Oh, for the men, the boys, now
Man. The mistake way una go make go be to think say this matter no concern me. It concern una well well. Because you see this girl child now that you are ignoring. That's your son's wife. Now the person will go raise your grandchildren be this. If you know, say your lineage they dependent on this person, waiting you go do different. This wife where you they keep for house, where they train. Now the person will go train your daughter be this. And your daughter can only do as much as she has. So this, if you look at it like this now, every investment in this conversation is an investment in the next generation. These are the people that will carry your name. So nothing say, oh, you get only boys, concern you. Those boys go marry. Right? Waiting you teach them, go be waiting them go use, preserve your lineage. So the matter concern you well. I would tell the men, raise boys that can raise generations. It's not a matter of gender. Raise boys that know you must never ever hit a girl. You must never ever do this. You must take charge. Leadership is not by show of force. Leadership is a mind thing. You must earn leadership. You cannot demand leadership. It's a matter, it's not a right thing. It's why somebody then go fear you, then no go respect you. Raise men that can be respected. Raise women that respect themselves, that understand that they have value to give as well. For the boys where they listen, become the kind of person that a woman can choose as a leader, right? If you are raising them, raise them. Everybody can lead. Everybody can contribute. Everybody is valuable. Brain na brain, regardless of the body where you dey inside. So that would be what I would leave the men with. So, one time, like that, you can so do it. There are many women that I speak to now that do not ever believe that they could have done or been or seen the things that they've seen or built the things that they've built, but they are doing it. But if you don't believe in yourself, you cannot get others to believe in you. If I give you one book and you cannot bring yourself to finish it, I will not go and empty my bank account to bring more books for you. So it is what you do with what you have that will open the next door for you. So you are here thinking, oh, I only have one book. Maybe the thing that will give you two books is inside that one book. But instead of you complaining about the situation, do the best with what you have. And you see that up, you will get there.
And anyway, they want to reach out to you.
Okay. My name is Paula Poole. My website is thepaulapoole.com. I have resources there. I have resources on YouTube at Paula Poole as well, Instagram, all over. If you type Paula Poole in Google, the resources will come out. Yes.
Thank you so much, Paula. So you don't hear and that's not Paula Pool, and then you just go for inside our website. You said Paula Pool,
Thepaulapoole.com.
thepaulapool.com, and their website.
Yes.
To ask Paula.
Yes.
And then you see most of our resources. And you can also join on the podcast that we to read. And for us on Top Christ said, we also do all social media handles at Christ and our websites now www.christsaidradioandtv.com. Thank you so much, Paula, for this wonderful time. We really don't talk places. It is the empowerment, be just for mouth. Now something to do every day by day. From the home to the school, from the market to the boardroom, the girl child deserves to dream, to shine, and to fulfill that her dream. So, then you will be saying they listen to me. Remember, say October 11, not be just ordinary day. Now, day to take action. Now, day to protect, educate, and celebrate every girl. Because you empower one girl, you lift up a full generation. My name is Princess Alide, and I will continue to be champion the voice of women, the voice of girls, right here for Christchurch Radio and TV. Until next time, continue to raise our girls to believe because she matters, she's strong, and she is the change we should believe. Catch you later.